Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Virgo, for meditative session, I got love, number 12. It's really interesting to me because I feel like this is sort of like the culmination of energies coming together. I think that it's not only been like a very long time, it's been a very long, it's been a buildup of energy. That's what I want to say. And I feel like it's finally getting released. Again, this kind of sounds like, having like an orgasm. That's what I'm describing, but I'm really getting like a love vibe. For some people it could be sexual, but I'm really getting like an actual like meeting of people, like meeting of two people, right? You know, when like the energy finally gets to a point, like that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a meeting, right? And then I feel like then from then on it can be like, I don't know if there's been like a lot of stress related to this or like a lot of buildup, right? Maybe you've been like not knowing where you stand for a really long time with someone, or like, again, there's something here about like the energy has reached its peak and it's going to have to be released in some sort of sense. Again, could be like an orgasm for some people, but I really think it's kind of like maybe you've reached sort of like tipping point and it's kind of like now or never, right? And I'm thinking of Halsey, but yeah. let's put some more cards and see what we get, Virgo. Honestly, Virgo, I really love this reading. I see such a like strength from you and in the cycle and the journey that you've been going through. And with like the Destiny card, number 16 and number 6, there's something here about we're jumping from numbers very quickly, right? So we're going from 16 to 6, right? We're going from 5 to 10. We go from 1 to 11. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going like, we're making like these huge strides, and that's what I feel like I would say this reading is. It's like, again, it's like a culmination of all your efforts, of all this energy and all this time that's been put in from you, and it's like, it's doubling kind of, right? I keep getting that in a lot of the readings. It's like from 5 to 10, right? I keep getting like from 4 to 8, from 5 to 10, this doubling, right? So I feel like, again, I think this is like a lot of Lionsgate. I keep saying in every reading, it's a lot of Lionsgate energy where it's like, it's zooming you through like quickly, right? And I feel like with the Destiny and this 6 of Wands, right, it's speaking to me again about a victory, right? It's speaking to me again about this balance, and again, it's reminding me of this culmination of energy. And it's so funny because at the end, I'm not even seeing this as the ego card. I'm seeing this as like, I mean, it can be, but at the same time, I'm seeing it as like, this is the I want to say like the energy bursting kind of vibe, right? And again, I think that a lot of this has been leading to this 2 of Cups, right? And I think it's like, you see at the end, we have this Ace of Cups and this 2 of Cups. It's like we're getting led up to something, but rather quickly, like not as slow as like, I feel like, yeah, the energy has kind of been slow for like, I mean, last year, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's not talk about time, but I think that the energy has been very slow. And now it's like kind of rushing past. It's like a lot of energy, right? And again, it's like we're going from this 5 to the 10. So we're going from, again, it's just like a doubling of energy, a lot of energy being put behind this culmination, right? Like this rising. And it's really funny to me because I see like the reason that this is happening for you specifically is because of all the, it's funny because of like Leo's reading was about like having to go through challenges, but I feel like you have already gone through a lot of them. Whereas like Leo is just kind of like taking off, right? You know, we're all at different points, right? Maybe they're like still like a challenge for them left, right? But for you guys, I see that where there was a challenge, you faced it with like love and like this knowing, right? Because you have the Heaven and Earth card, but then it's like opposed by the Child in reverse, right? And I feel like this is like complete opposite energies, right? Because the Child speaks about looking at things like innocence and, you know, like it's like more than the Fool, it's the Child, right? It's like the inner child. And with it being in reverse, it's like the literal opposite of this energy, right? It's like where you thought maybe you were going to receive this Heaven and Earth, you got brought with like the exact opposite of that energy, right? We're having a lot of like, yeah, like the opposite of the energy, but then you've faced it with like love, right? I feel like the Nine of Cups is saying like, it's kind of reminding me of like the only way to, it's kind of reminding me of, let me not even say, but it's like you can take something negative and make it beautiful, right? Like you can try to like change the energy and see like the bright side, right? So yeah, like because you were able to see the bright side, right? Like even through this Ace of Cups, it was opposed with the Journey in reverse. It was like you never knew like when you were going to get there, and every time like, you know, you saw a reading and it was like you're going to meet your love, or you know what I mean, like you're going to meet your partner finally. It's like opposed, right? It's like like with the Journey in reverse, it tells me it's like you're thinking you're going to like have something come to you, or some sort of gift come to you, right? Because you've been like waiting for it, and again it's like no, you're not, like you don't get met with that energy, and you had to learn to be like super mature about it, right? With the Empress and the Queen of Coins, it's like I still have to remain stable, even though like what I want to come isn't here, right? Even like I want this Heaven and Earth and I think it's here, I get opposed with that energy, and I have to show it, like I have to be like loving, right? Even loving to the person that took it away from me, loving to the universe, right? For knowing what I need and knowing what I want. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a whole different perspective that you're taking on these times when you thought that like something really good was going to happen. And I feel like, yeah, it's like a maturity on your part. It's like I can meet this with stability. Like you can meet these like this opposing energy any way you want, but because you learned a lesson and you're meeting it with love, I want to say you're meeting it with love, you're meeting it with maturity and stability, right? And it's like because you're able to do this, there's like a crack, like you know what I mean? It's like you're climbing up this mountain and you're like finally reaching the top. But then at the top, I feel like is this, right? Like this Two of Cups, this like divine union, this like again what you've been kind of waiting for. It's like even with the Heaven and Earth, Ace of Cups, it's like we've been leading there, but we've been getting like opposed, right? And it's like finally we're gonna get there, right? And even if there is an opposition, right, with this 10 of Wands, it's like, yeah, it's been a long journey, it's been a long road, but at the same time, like you're the one that made this happen, right? You're the one that made this this come together. Like, yeah, it could have taken a lot of help from the divine, right? Because we have like the fishes here and the light rays coming here, and then we have the butterflies. But then again, it's like you're being transported to this. It's not even transported, because at the same time, like, yeah, we have a doubling of energy. So I feel like there's like kind of like this eruption, right? Like kind of like this, right? Where it's just like all this energy is coming in. I think this has a lot to do with the Lions portal. But again, it's like you have been, it's been a while, like, and one way you could see it is like it's happening quickly right now, but at the same time I feel like it's been a long time. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Rising up that, like climbing that mountain took like a lot of energy, it took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort, and it took a lot of learning, right? You learned a lot. But I just see with the Destiny and the Victory card, like this is what's coming for you because of all the strides that you've put in, right? And I just want to say with this Two of Cups, I think that, yeah, like you're going to be met with a divine love. You're going to be met with like that partner and that counterpart that you've been waiting for. But at the same time, it's like now at this point in time, you don't even need it anymore, right? Like there's times when you needed it or you felt like you needed it. And those were the times where it wasn't granted to you because like you didn't realize that you didn't need it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like through this journey, you've learned that like you don't need anyone but yourself. Like, you've learned to kind of be, like, again, independent. I feel like with this Empress and the Queen, like, unstable, even on your own. Like, even when the Ace of Cups wasn't granted to you, you're still stable. And that's why I feel like this is coming for you now. And you're like, why is it happening now? But, like, I don't even need it now. And that's the whole point, right? And that's kind of the joke on us, right? It's like, that's when you're going to receive it, when you feel like you don't need it anymore. So yeah, it's like jokes on us, but whatever. I mean, you're going to take it, right, Virgo? So yeah, let's pull some advice for you, Virgo. So it's really crazy to me because I think that this reading has a lot to do with Leo, but it's like different levels. I think Leo is more in the beginning and Virgo is more at the end. But again, we have like a matching of energy between Virgo and Leo. So if you have Leo in your chart, you're connected to a Leo. But again, it's different and the same at the same time. Like, Leo, I think, is like at the beginning and you're at the end again. So it's not the same. It's just the energy is similar. Because Leo got something about home and so did you guys. And I feel like that's what you've realized. Like, Leo is learning this lesson, but you've already realized it. And that it's like, that it's all, like, you are your home, right? Like, you come back to yourself. And that's what this is to me, this Empress. It's like you come back to yourself every time, right? Things don't work out for you. And you would go like straying to other people for help, right? Or like love or like guidance, right? And like asking people for advice, asking people to like hold you because like you're sad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're depending on other people's love to fulfill you. And it's like you didn't do that. You learned these lessons on your own, and the way you learned them was going always back to yourself and finding home within, right? And I think it's such a beautiful thing, Virgo, to say, because you learned this lesson, right? I feel like they're trying to help you now with your like now you're ready for these dreams to like manifest, right? Now you're at the energy where this can come into fruition for you because like you don't need anyone else, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Like, your dreams are going to manifest now, and I feel like this is a dream of yours, this Two of Cups. Like, again, it's like you don't need it now, and now it's when you get it. But it's okay. Like, I would want to say that with Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Again, I think this is like not only finding love within yourself, but love with the like universe and the divine, and like not being upset when things didn't work out for you, or being upset but learning like a lesson from them, and learning again to always come back to yourself, and always to come back to like the divine, right? Always asking them for help and guidance, always being like, I can't, maybe like these are the people that I can rely on, myself and like my guides, my angels, my spirit, like my spirit guides, you know, everybody who's like around me in the other realms. It's like those are the only people I can really rely on, us too. Like the 3D, like I think that's an important lesson. It's not that you're lonely. It's not that you are alone. It's just that you know that like the only person you can rely on, the only person that you really need, it's not that you can rely on, it's the person that you need. The only person you need is yourself, right? And then that's why yourself and the divine, and that's why you're being granted all this, right? Like, your dreams are gonna manifest now because it's like you're finally ready. And yeah, I think you're like, this is the end for you guys, but the beginning, right, at the same time. So yeah, Virgo, really love this reading. I love you guys. I hope that this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.